Hey, 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 everyone. I'm Becca, he's Matt, and this is Becca's Book Club Adventure.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Can I ask you how your dog is doing?
They're doing good. We had a training lesson on Monday to help with the potty accidents that we're having in the house, and poor girl had a potty accident right after that and the next 2 following days. But we've been potty free today.
We were gonna talk books Tuesday night, whatever, and you had a little bit of I use the word scare for lack of a better word. You were talking like something about like tummy distension or something.
Yeah, so when a dog eats or drinks really, really fast, some different breeds are more prone to it than others, but they can get bloated. And when a dog gets bloated, it risks their stomach twisting and flipping, which can be a very dangerous activity for a dog
Ooh.
and very deadly. And so she was a little bloated, but she was burping and farting and going to the bathroom. So things were still moving along. And so after about 30 minutes, the bloat started to go back down and she was okay. But I was a little scared there for a minute.
So I know you have those like mind game, like food feeders.
Mhm.
They like look like little mazes, and you put the food. Delilah still eats it in 25 seconds. So
Yeah, she still eats those really fast.
what's the tactic to get her to slow down?
If we really wanted to try, Kevin doesn't love this option, but we have a little egg feeder that has holes on either end where they have to kick it around to get the kibble to come out. And so that would slow her down quite a bit.
I guess that's better than you just sitting there with the food and giving her one kibble bit at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more entertaining for them. But I also think once she starts feeling safe and secure, she might slow down.
Okay, well, I'm glad she is okay because I think you probably just hit a wall, like mentally. You're like, I'm done. And so what I read was like so super vague.
Yep.
There's like, yeah, you deal with Delilah. That's cool. We'll talk books another time. Speaking of reading books, so I read Silver Elite. If you are watching, I don't have the book with me, so I'll put a graphic here on screen or something. Silver Elite is a book that was like hyped hard on Book Talk. Is it like coming back to you a little bit, seeing videos and stuff? No? Okay.
Not at all.
So you send me reels from, I think she's got like red hair. Her account is called like That Girl Reads or something.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the influencers or whatever that was like hyping this particular book hard. Like hard with 15 H's and 8 A's. Hard. And I got really excited about it because everybody was saying like, this is the book of 2025. I put a hold on it at the library before it was even published. And I still had to wait about 3 months after it was published to get it, even though my library system apparently bought 475 copies of this book. So I read it in 3 days. I just knocked that thing out. Little bit of just about it came out May of this year. Was it when it was published? It is about 525 pages, and yes, the other cool thing. The author's name is Dani Francis, but from everything that I could learn, Dani Francis is a pseudonym. It's a fake name for a writer that already exists who has already been successful. I don't know if the writer was successful in a different genre or the same genre, but like, so there were theories going around the internet that this was Sarah J. Maas trying to reinvent herself and try a different type of storyline. Anyway, it's totally not Sarah J. You read the book. It's not Sarah J. Maas. But I read it. Super good story. And I want to tell you about it because the fallout on social media has also been really rough for this book.
Oh, no.
And And I don't think it's because the book is bad. I think it's because book influencers were paid to hype this book. They didn't know anything about it. And they just lied to all of us about what this book is about. And so then when people read it, they're like, what? That's not what I was told this is supposed to be.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. So I'm super happy that you don't remember all of the hype on social media. That'll actually probably make this much more interesting. Okay. So let's set the world a little bit. The map. Okay. Before I get to the map, we are living in not a post apocalyptic world. We are living in like a post global war dystopian world, right? So like post apocalyptic, right? Society is dead. It's every person for themselves. Maybe there's small cells of people, right? There's still a government. There's still cities. There's still a military, right? This type of a thing. And but the last war kind of reshaped the face of the planet with like atomic war and stuff like that. Looking at the map, it really honestly looks like we're in a deformed America. So like that's really interesting. So the book takes place out west. It starts out west, I should say. And as a part of the last war, there was atomic warfare, but there was also chemical warfare. And a neurotoxin was released into the wild. I don't know how it was released. We don't get that backstory. But suffice it to say that part of the population gained telepathic abilities. There are like 6 or 7 different abilities, right? There's the whole like mind to mind communication. Then there are other people that can just read your mind. They can break in and read your mind. Then there are people that are like, I think they're called empaths, but it's almost like when they touch you, if you have a strong emotion, your strong emotion becomes their strong emotion. Then you have people that are inciters, who they can force you to do what they want you to do by telling your brain what to do. You have other people that are like disruptors, and they can like unravel your brain from the inside out, almost sort of like computer hacking type of a thing. You can take the system down,
Sure.
right? There are all of these, and they have been categorized as modified. And the people that don't have this genetic mutation are just prime, right? They're normal. Okay, so over the course of history, there have been different regimes. At one point, the modifieds were in power, and they were kind of ruling the government. Our current government regime is the primes, and as you can probably guess, their whole agenda is to get rid of the modifieds and control them and eliminate them. Okay, so that's sort of the world and a little bit of the backstory. Modified people still exist. They try to keep a super low profile. They live with other primes, but like you don't necessarily know somebody's modified unless they do it right in front of you, because part of this genetic mutation makes their blood silver.
Hence
And
Silver Elite.
and like it makes their veins gorge, like the silver blood has to go when they're doing their powers, and so you can see it in their forearms and their chest wherever they have veins. It ripples under their skin. And anyway, so the key is don't do it in front of people, and then they can't tell if you're modified or not. Okay, so enter the story. Our main character is 20 years old. Her name is Wren Darlington. Wren like a bird, Wren, Wren Darlington. And Wren is modified. The only people who know she's modified are a handful of other modified people in her community. Otherwise, she has flown under the radar her entire life because she is the only modified person that she knows of, or anybody knows of, whose veins don't do anything when she uses her powers. She lives on a ranch with her Uncle Jim, who is also modified and has been like her protector her entire life. And the story opens with them celebrating Liberty Day, which is super bittersweet because Liberty Day actually celebrates the day that the primes took over and started eliminating the modifieds. But being normal, needing to look normal, she's having, some carnal relations with one of the government's military soldiers to help celebrate Liberty Day. And when she leaves said carnage, a coyote attacks a child in the town square. And Ren, in order to save the child's life, shoots the coyote through the eye with like her gun from a very long distance away. And the military notices. The military comes to the ranch the next day to try to talk to her. But Uncle Jim had her out fixing a fence over yonder way out there. And he, mind to mind, tells her, stay away. The military's here to talk to you. So she more or less stays away, but she stays away in a way that she can watch what happens. And then the military recognized Uncle Jim. Uncle Jim used to be a rebel back in the day. Mm-hmm. And so they arrest him. Ren flees her little western town and travels east to the big city, trying to save him, but all she does is watch him get executed. And then she's captured and she's interrogated. But she passes all the interrogation. And because she passes all the interrogation, she is recruited to become a part of the silver block of the military. And so now it's a whole new cat and mouse game. How does she become the silver block of the military? Is essentially, we could just say it's essentially the CIA, military ops. So this is, how does Ren Darlington not get caught as a modified while trying to pass all of the tests to be inside of the best squadron in the entire military? And does she fall in love with that? Does she fall in love with the people there? Or does she try to dismantle everything from the inside?
Oof. And this is it a standalone book or is this the beginning of a series?
100% there's cliffhanger. So I think it stands up on its own if there is no sequel, but it is definitely primed for a sequel.
So this is giving me Red Queen vibes, which is why I'm like, so I think it would go on my TBR, but I don't think I'm gonna put it on my Libby hold list yet. I think I've got some other books I need to finish before I would add this to the list.
It is a good read. For anybody out there that is gonna disagree with me, I will strongly suggest that you look deep inside yourself and examine why you don't like this book. My guess is that you don't like this book because the internet told you it was going to be this over here and it ended up being this over here. Because your expectations were subverted, you probably don't like this book. But if you didn't have any expectations for this book, I think it is a solid read. I think there are a few interesting things that you could nitpick about pacing, content, or like character relationship focus. But I don't think any of those things are enough to say that this is not a good story.
Fair. It definitely sounds interesting. I think I might just wait a little closer till the second book comes out and or put it on my hold list after I get through the 4 books I keep passing off each month.
Well, hopefully we'll get through one of those books here in the coming weeks.
Yes.
So that is Silver Elite by Dani Francis. I have no idea if a second book is coming out, but I liked the first book. I definitely have problems with it. I've been debating if I should record my thoughts on the first book, since it's still a new book and all the rage on the internet. But hopefully y'all get something from this teaser. I mean, it's good enough for Becca to want to read it, not right away, but it's good enough for Becca to want to read it. So instead of Libby, check your local library because it's new and it was like supposed to be the #1 fantasy book of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't find it at your local library.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Anyhow, we will be back with other episodes. We're currently reading the Crescent Series City. We're in book 3. And after that, we're going to be tackling Onyx Storm. And then we're really going to have to reevaluate what we read next. We have a very long TBR list. Like, we have our individual TBR lists, but then we also have a shared TBR list, which has so many books on it that we haven't even ranked things or even discussed what we're going to do with the things on that list. So, but we have 1 2/3 of a book to get through before we even have to cross that bridge. So
We got time.
if you guys have any recommendations, throw them in the comments. If you read Silver Elite and you disagree with kind of how we were teasing it and talking about it, throw those in the comments. And otherwise, we will see you next time.
So until next time, keep up the procrastination on everything but your books. Thanks for listening.
100%. See you next time.